Okay, so we're going to start this time in a seated position because we didn't do our meditation class on Wednesday. So we're going to do a bit of a 2-in-1 class. So we're going to start with a bit of meditation, do some yoga, and then do a guided meditation at the end in Shavasana in our final relaxation. So hopefully that's okay. I don't know how long we're going to be, maybe about an hour-ish. So hopefully that's okay. But yes, if everyone comes into a comfortable seated position, I'm sitting on a block because I find that's quite useful to, it's useful to elevate your sit bones so that you can rest your knees on the floor. I find that's comfortable for me, but we're all different. So if you want to kind of be like this, or kneeling, or on a cushion, like we did before for meditation, then that's absolutely fine. Just make sure that you're comfortable. That's the main thing that we want to achieve, so that you can feel like you're grounded, but at the same time you're just in a comfortable seated position with the spine upright. So just taking a few moments just to find that position, making any last adjustments that you need to allow you then to come into stillness. So hopefully the seat is grounding down into the floor so you can feel the support of the earth holding you. The spine is allowing you to grow tall. And the neck is relaxed, so not leaning forward or leaning back or to either side. It should just be kind of sitting on top of your shoulders. The palms probably facing down on your knees, or just in your lap, whatever feels comfortable. And then just gently closing your eyes. Just bringing the awareness into your body. So as we shut our eyes, we're closing down one of our senses. That just helps us to internalize and focus on our being. And just starting to watch the breath. So not trying to make any changes, but just observe what's already there. So maybe feeling the chest as it rises and falls. Or the belly as it expands and deflates. Just watching how your body reacts to your natural breathing. Noticing whether your mind has perhaps already wandered away from your breath. And if so, just bring it gently back. And just watching the inhale and the exhale. Just remembering that we can always come back to our breath is what we sometimes call our anchor. So the anchor to the present moment. We can't breathe in the future or breathe in the past. We can only breathe now. We're now just going to try and expand our natural breathing to become slightly longer, slower, deeper, which will just help to calm down the nervous system. So we're just going to breathe in for a count of 4 and breathe out for a count of 4, just in your head. I'll start you off with the first few together, and then we'll just continue in our own time. And I'll tell you when to stop. So just breathe everything out. And then breathing in, 2, 3, 4. Breathing out, 2, 3, 4. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4. Breathing out, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. I'm just continuing now. If you lose count or you lose focus, become distracted, just gently bringing your attention back to the breath. Just continuing that counting, breathing in for 4 and out for 4. Just take 3 more rounds. On your next exhale, just gently open your eyes. Come back to awareness. And I just want to practice with you now a specific type of breathing. So what we've just done is like a square breathing, that you're just breathing in and out for the same amount of time. But a different breathing or pranayama technique, there are many. And this one is called nadi shodhana, which is alternate nostril breathing. So I'll just guide you through it. So we're going to take our right hand. We're going to use probably our thumb and our ring finger. So the other fingers aren't needed. And we're just going to take our thumb and we will be putting it over our right nostril. So we'll be closing the right nostril and then just breathing in through the left. And then we take our ring finger and we close our left nostril, and then we release our right nostril and we let the air out. And then we breathe back in the right nostril, close it with the thumb, and then we switch. We let go with our ring finger and let the air out of the left nostril. So I'll keep guiding you through it, so don't worry if that wasn't quite clear, but we'll just keep going, and you basically just breathe in one nostril, out the other, then in again through the same nostril and out the other. And just keep going like that. Okay, so this is really good just for purifying the body and the mind, and just focusing our thoughts and our energy before we start our practice. So if you take your thumb now and place it over your right nostril. We're going to breathe in through our left nostril. Close, and breathe out through our right nostril. Breathing in through the right nostril. Close. Breathing out through the left. Breathing in through the left. Close. Breathing out through the right. Breathing in through the right. Close. Breathing out through the left. Breathing in through the left. Close. Breathing out through the right. Just going to carry on now, just doing a few rounds. Don't worry if you lose it, just pick up where you left off. You can have the eyes open or closed. Just doing 3 more rounds. Finishing on an exhale, just release the hands. You've now got your palms both face down. And you might want to remove some layers, so we're going to come into our yoga practice now. So if you've got any socks on or anything to keep you warm, just remove those layers. Remove anything out of the way that you don't need. Just keep them to one side for later on, because you're going to need them when we come and do our guided meditation at the end. So just coming on to onto a kneeling position. So we're going to do some cat-cows like we did last time. So if you remember, you've got your knees under your hips and your wrists are under your elbows and your shoulders. So everything's kind of stacked. We're starting in a neutral tabletop position. You can leave your toes tucked or untucked, whatever you find is more comfortable. So we're going to take a deep breath in. We're going to dip the belly and look upwards. Breathing out, curling under, tucking the tailbone under and arching up through the shoulders. Breathing in, looking up. Breathing out, curling under. Inhale, dip the belly. Exhale, pulling in. Inhale. And exhale. Just coming back to a neutral spine, we're going to come up into our downward dog. So if your toes aren't tucked, tuck them under. We're very gently, so it will just be quite a gentle downward dog to begin with. Very gently, just start leaving your hands where they are, and your fingertips need to be spread as much as possible. Just going to really slowly start to extend the legs back into a downward dog position. So you're straightening the backs of the legs, shoulders are down the back. Try and externally rotate the arms if you can, so you're not kind of all scrunched up, you're opening across the collarbones. And then just plugging down into the heels. I'm going to come back this way. Pulling the heels down, drawing the heels down towards the floor. You can feel the stretch down the backs of your legs. The neck, just let it relax and be loose. Taking a deep breath in here. And breathing everything out through the mouth. Again, deep breath in. Breathing out through the mouth. Softening the knees. Just going to walk our feet forward to the front of our mat. So bringing the feet together to touch. We're in our forward fold, Uttanasana. Just bringing the hands to wherever feels comfortable. So onto the shins, the feet, floor. Just folding forward. Feeling the stretch down the backs of the legs. And we're going to grab hold of our opposite elbows, just to add a bit of extra weight. Allow everything to go heavy. And you can start to sway left and right. Just letting the spine release. And then slowly take a deep inhale and come up to a standing position. So we're back here in our Samastiti, equal standing pose. Remembering again the feet together, big toes touching, tucking our tailbone under, shoulders down the back, palms are open to the front, and the neck is relaxed. Just take a moment just to grip the mat with your toes, and release. Spreading the toes, placing them back down. Bring our hands into our prayer position, namaskar, and bow our heads down towards our prayer. Closing the eyes. Normally this is when we set our intention, but in this practice I maybe suggest that we dedicate our practice just remembering last night at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock in Spain, the applause for the members of the health services that are working tirelessly during this situation. Maybe we could dedicate our practice to them. And send them all of the strength and the energy and the well wishes that we can hopefully cultivate during this practice. Opening the eyes, releasing the breath, coming back to Samasthiti. We're going to do 3 rounds of our sun salutations, Surya Namaskar A. As we did last time, I'll guide you through it. So breathing in, hands raised above the head. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Hands to the floor. Inhale, lifting up halfway. Exhale, stepping the right leg back and the left leg back. We're in a plank position. Exhale, releasing the knees down onto the ground. And then the chest and the chin. Moving forward into a cobra position with the shoulders down. And then exhale, pushing your seat to your heels. And then extending back into downward dog. So again, just feeling the backs of the legs stretch, extending the heels down to the floor. You can start to pedal mindfully between the feet, just to get a bit of a deeper stretch in the hamstring. Remembering to draw your shoulders away from your ears. Making sure that the fingers are spread to protect your wrists. Becoming aware of your breath again. Trying to stay focused on the breath for the duration of this practice. And just come into stillness. And stop the pedaling. Just release the heels down to the floor as much as you can. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in. And as you exhale, just bring your right leg through to your hands. Your left leg to come to meet it. Looking up halfway. Exhale, folding forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, hands above the head into prayer position. Exhale, back to Samasthiti. And again, inhale, raising the hands above the head, Uttanamaskar. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, look up halfway, lengthen the spine. Exhale, step your left leg back, your right leg back into plank. And you can do the knees, chest and chin, or this time we're just going to go straight into a chaturanga, bending the elbows halfway. Inhaling, coming through into an upward dog or a cobra, curving the spine up. Exhale, rolling over the toes or bringing the seat to the heels and coming back into your downward dog. Taking 5 breaths here. Inhale for 1. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Soften the knees. Bring your left foot to the front of the mat. The right foot to meet it. Lifting up halfway. Exhale. Fold. Inhale. Raise the arms up above the head. Uttanasana. Exhale. Samasthiti. We'll take a breath. Focus. Inhale, raising the arms above the head, Uttanamaskar. Exhale, folding forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, looking up halfway. Exhale, you can step or jump back into a chaturanga. Lowering down, bending the elbows back. Flipping over the toes, coming into our upward dog. Really extending across the shoulder, the collarbones. Trying to keep an open heart. Neck is relaxed. Exhale, flipping over the toes back into downward dog. Extending the heels to the floor. Trying to engage the abdominals. Relaxing the shoulders away from the ears. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, and as you exhale, soften the knees and walk or float your feet to the front of the mat, looking up halfway. Exhale as you fold over the legs. Head towards the shins. Inhale, Urdhva Namaskar. Exhale, coming back into Samasthiti. We're going to inhale, and this time we're going to bend the knees generously. So coming into our chair pose, so bending the knees, bum back as if you were sitting back into a chair. Bringing the hands in prayer position above the head. Exhale, folding forward to Uttanasana. Inhale, looking up halfway. Exhale, step or jump back into Chaturanga. Lowering down. Inhale into Cobra or Upward Dog. Exhale, seat to heels or flipping over the toes back into Downward Dog. For one breath. Inhale, bring your right leg forward between the hands. And your left foot should be grounded at a 45-degree angle so that we can come up into our warrior one. Hands apart if your shoulders are tight. If not, you can bring the hands together, the palms together into prayer above your head. If you look down at your knee, it should be directly above your ankle. So bending into that front knee whilst rounding down in the back foot. Breathing here. Shoulders relaxing away from the ears. Keep extending that back leg whilst bending into the front simultaneously. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Opening out to the side, so we're coming into so this is our warrior one position. Now just bringing our back foot back, so we're lengthening our stance, coming into warrior two, extending the arms out to the side, tucking our tailbone under again, bending into that front knee again, see if you can try and get your knee over your ankle, rounding down into the back foot, which is again at a 45-degree angle. Shoulders away from the ears. And the gaze is at your front middle finger. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Every time you exhale, just see if you can bend slightly further into that front knee. Legs might be shaking, that's a good thing. One more inhale. Exhale. Straighten that front leg. You're going to come into Uttanasana. So you might need to shorten your stance again back to where you were for warrior one. Keeping the back leg in at a 45-degree angle. Trying to keep your hips square. And then we're going to float our arms up to shoulder height. And before we bend down, we're just going to reach forward, forward, forward as much as we possibly can with this right hand. So really extending as much as you can. You can probably already feel the stretch in your groin. And then when you feel like you've gone far enough, then we're gradually going to bring that hand down to wherever you can reach. So it might be up here on the shin, maybe onto your ankle, maybe you can catch your big toe. And then with your left arm, we're just going to reach up to the sky. So you've got one line coming from your left hand down to your right. Gaze is up towards the left hand. Just twisting the torso around to face up towards the sky. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in. As you exhale, just see if you can slightly twist even further around to the left. Really opening up towards the side. Embracing the stretch that's going on down the inside of our leg. One more deep breath in and out. We'll bring our left hand down. Release the bind or bringing our right hand up to where we came from in an extended warrior two pose. Then we're going to bend back into that front knee, the right knee. So we're back in warrior two. And this time, you probably can't see me, but this time we're going to flip the front hand. We're going to come into our reverse warrior. So we bring our left hand down the back of our leg, and the right hand comes up and over. You should be able to feel a nice stretch down the side of your body. Noticing if the breath is now in a different position. Might be slightly harder to breathe, might be easier to breathe. Just notice. Two more breaths. One more breath. Coming back up into your warrior two position. This time we're just going to bring our right hand down to the outside of our right foot. And our left hand is going to reach up towards the sky. So we're really rotating our chest open again, rounding down with our left foot, just at a 45-degree angle, really ground down into the earth. Plugging down also with that right hand. And then extending up with a lightness in our left hand. Gaze is up towards our left thumb. Coming back to the breath, breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and out. One more breathing in and breathing out. I'm going to bring our left hand down. I don't know what's happening with my mat, sorry. Let me come back to hip. So I'm going to bring that left hand down to now frame the front foot and bring your back knee down. So you're now in kind of a lunge position. If you do that more seamlessly than me. And then like we did before, we're just going to extend that front leg, keeping up quite high onto our fingertips. And then just extend over that front leg. Feeling the stretch down the back of the leg. On every inhale, try to extend forward, shoulders down, open your chest. Exhale, reaching your chin towards your shin. Breathing in. And breathing out. Breathing in, bending into that front knee. And then we're going to sweep it back behind us and come straight into a downward dog position. Maybe just pedaling out the feet, that feels nice. We'll take a deep breath in. And as we breathe out, we're going to stick the tongue out for our lion's breath. Breathing in. Breathing out, sticking the tongue out, let it all go. Breathe in as you step your left foot forward in between the hands. Grounding down with the right foot at 45 degrees and coming up into our warrior one position. You might need to adjust your feet slightly, bringing your front foot forward or back. Again, your palms can be together, or if your shoulders are tight, they can come as wide apart as you need. The knee should be over your ankle. And the outer edge of your right foot should be trying, if it's not already there, trying at least to get down towards the ground. Hips facing forward, shoulders down. Breathing here. Deep breath in and out. Deep breath in. And out. As we did before on the other side, we're just going to widen our stance. So maybe taking your right leg back slightly, rebending into your front knee and extending your arms out to shoulder height. Gaze is at the front middle finger. Tucking your pelvis under. Feeling like your back foot is really supporting you. So you're not just dumping all of the weight into your front foot. It's actually quite an equal pose. As you exhale, just trying to bend into that front knee. Breathing in, breathing out. As you breathe in, we're going to extend that front leg, maybe bringing our back foot in slightly. Uttanasana. So as we did before, keeping your shoulders down, just reach forward, 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 as far forward as you possibly can before bringing our left hand down to either our shin, our ankle, the mat, or our big toe. Extending our right arm up towards the sky. Twisting the chest open. Feeling the stretch in our inner leg. Breathing in. And breathing out. Breathing in, keeping your focus either on your right thumb or a spot on the ceiling, help with your balance. Breathing in, breathing out. One more deep breath in and out. Breathing in as you come up to a standing position. Breathing out, we're going to bend into that front knee again, so coming back into our warrior two position. Releasing our right palm onto the back of our right leg. We're going to flip our palm so it's facing upwards and keep bending actively into that front left knee whilst you draw the palm over your head behind you. And then stretch down the side of the body. Breathing in, trying to reach further up with your fingertips. Breathing out, arching back and over. Breathing in. Breathing out, bending further into that front knee. Breathing in, coming up to standing. We're going to bring our left hand down to the outstep of our left foot. Bring your back foot in if you need to. And then swiveling around to face the front. So you've got both feet facing the front of your mat. And bring the back knee down. And then just extending that front leg. So you can either keep the toes down or bring the toes up towards your nose. Coming up onto our fingertips, opening the chest. And then exhale, folding forward. Remembering, as opposed to the knee towards your nose, it's more the chin towards the shin that we're going for. Breathing in, and breathing out. Breathing in, and breathing out. And breathing in, and breathing out. Breathing in, looking up. Breathing out, bending into that front knee. Planting the palms down onto the mat, tucking the back toes under and coming back into our down dog. Again, just pedaling out the feet if you need to. And then we're going to lower our knees to the mat. They can be as wide as you like. Just coming into our child's pose. So releasing our feet towards our heels, extending our arms out in front of us, chest onto the mat, forehead onto the mat, and just releasing here. Breathing in, coming up again. Then however is comfortable, just coming into a seated position. Stretching the legs out in front of us. We're going to come into Dandasana, staff pose. So flexing the feet, really as if you're standing in Samaskati like we do at the beginning. Really clenching your thighs, your calves, everything is engaged and active. And then your hands are just, you're not putting any weight into your hands, you're just releasing them down next to your hips. The spine should be long, shoulders down, releasing the neck. And then we're going to fold forward for Paschimottanasana, forward fold. So you can come as far as is comfortable. So bringing your hands either onto your shins, towards your ankles. You could grab the big toes or the sides of your feet, or you can reach forward, depending how flexible you are. Breathing in, extending the chest, so trying to keep a straight spine as opposed to kind of hunching over. we're trying to keep everything open. And as you breathe out, folding forward, bringing your elbows out to the sides. Just releasing the neck. Gazes to your big toes. And every inhale, we're just trying to grow in length. And every exhale, just folding that length forward. So your chest will come closer to your thighs. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. And breathing out. Breathing in, coming very slowly back up. We're going to bend our left knee, bring the sole of the foot to the ground. And we're going to open the left knee out to the side, keeping our right leg extended. We're going to slightly angle our torso so that it's over our right leg. And as we did before, we're just going to inhale and extend and lengthen, opening before we exhale and gently fold forward. So you can grab hold of your foot if that feels comfortable, or just leave your hands to frame the front of the foot, whatever feels comfortable. Just remembering to keep your shoulders down and keep opening out as opposed to closing everything up. Breathing in, extending. Breathing out, folding. Breathing in, trying to ground both sit bones. Breathing in, and breathing out. Breathing in, and breathing out. Breathing in, coming back to center. And we're going to switch sides, so extending our left leg long, bringing our right leg in, knee towards the chest, and then taking that right knee out towards the side. I'm going to breathe in as we extend, and then exhale, just folding forward over this front left leg. Again, just taking hold of where you can. You can either leave your hands to the side, to the front of the foot, or the shins. You can take hold of around your front left foot. Breathing in, extending, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, slowly folding forward. Breathing in, growing in length. Exhale, folding forward. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. One more breathing in and breathing out. And breathing in, we're going to come back up to seated. Bending both knees. Extending the arms out in front of you. And slowly just rolling down the vertebrae down onto your back, engaging your core as you do so. Gently coming down onto the floor. Releasing the palms of the hands either side of your hips. We did this one last time, Setu Bandhasana, or your bridge pose. So bringing your heels in towards your glutes so that you can brush the backs of your heels with your fingertips. Really engaging the quads, and then just lifting away from the floor. Engaging your glutes, pulling the belly in. You can stay like that if you would like to keep the support, or if not, you can clasp your hands behind your back. Really feeling like you're opening the shoulders up. Actively lifting the hips. Rounding down in the feet. One more deep breath in. Breathing out as you roll back down the spine. So if you have a yoga practice, so Anna, we're going to come into Shalamba Sharvangasana, so our shoulder stand. If you haven't ever done this before, now's not the time. Unsupported and I can't see anyone, so only if you've done this before and you know how to safely come into shoulder stand, obviously being very careful of your neck at all times. Feel free to do so now, perhaps coming first into plow, balasana, and then coming up into shoulder stand. If not, if you've got a block, actually you probably haven't got a block, so don't worry, try and find a wall. So we're going to do legs up the wall, which is basically the same thing. So I'll see if I can show you here. So if you come up very close to a wall, and then we're going to extend our legs up the wall, basically. So come as close as you can to your wall, so that your legs can extend up. We're just going to release here. You can relax your arms out into a T-shaped position. Supposed to be quite good for your immune system to have your feet elevated. So just very relaxing. Bringing your attention back to your breath. Coming back to the slow, steady breathing. Counting in for 4 and out for 4, if that's helpful. If you're in shoulder stand, lowering the feet down behind your head into halasana. And if you're in halasana, slowly rolling down the spine, coming into Matsyasana, fish pose. We'll be extending through the chest. If you're in legs up the wall, just stay where you are. Now everyone, just very slowly come back to your mat. I'm just going to hug our knees into our chest, rocking from left to right. Bringing the soles of the feet down to the outer edges of your mat. And then we're just going to bring our knees down to the left, stretching and twisting the spine, looking over our right shoulder. Breathing here. Breathing, coming up to center and switching sides. Gaze over your left shoulder, knees over to the right. Deep breath in and out. Bring the knees back to center. And then just extending your legs wide along your mat. Bringing your hands in towards the sides. Releasing down on your back. Feeling the neck long. Shoulders heavy. Hips heavy. Feet just flopping out towards the sides. Arms rolling up. Just closing the eyes. Just finding some stillness. Feeling everything release on the floor. I'm just going to take you through a guided meditation, more of a visualization this time. So just try to follow my words without thinking too much. Just let them wash over you. Try to stay alert, so try not to fall asleep. Remain conscious and just listen and see what happens. So just focusing firstly on the physical form of our body. Becoming aware of where we are, where we're lying. Imagining almost an outline or a silhouette around our body. So just tracing the outline of our body. Just imagining that you could let everything outside of that outline or that silhouette just fade into the background, just become blurry. And within that outline is you and your body. Peaceful, calm, protected. Just imagine that there's nothing else except you. You focus on developing a sense of inner peace and inner comfort, just within your own solitary state. Without letting go of that inner tranquility, slowly start to, with your eyes still closed, but just imagining that the world around you, the room, imagine that it's slowly starting to come back into focus. Just become aware of any sounds or smells. Notice the vibrancy of your surroundings. And just accept them for what they are, remaining all the while peaceful and calm in your little bubble. And just imagine this bubble, or maybe it's like an invisible cloak, Harry Potter style. Just imagine that bubble slowly start to expand. So from your calm, quiet, solitary state, just start to imagine that you can spread those feelings. So your cloak may get bigger, start to take in more people, animals, anything that's in your surroundings. Growing larger and larger and larger with you at the center, and just emanating this feeling of calm and inner strength. Allowing it to expand and expand until the whole planet is covered by this invisible blanket, bubble that you have created. Just recognizing how we as individuals have such a power over those that surround us. We act from a place of calm and kindness and love. Those feelings, without us even really being aware, can be projected onto those around us. Now more than ever, it's important for us as individuals to take responsibility for our own inner feelings, and for each one of us to exude calm and clarity to hopefully help those around us who are unable to do so. Just letting the visualization fade away. Remaining here in stillness.
this bitter earth. Well, what's the fruit it bears? This bitter earth. And if my life is like the dust that hides the glow of a rose, what good am I? Heaven only knows. Now this bitter earth, yes, can be so cold. Today you are young, too soon you're old. But while a voice within me
Starting to deepen your breath. Deep breath in through the nose and out through the nose. Starting to bring some movement back into the fingers and the toes. Rolling the neck from side to side. Stretching the arms up and over. Pointing the toes. Hugging the knees into the chest. Rocking gently from side to side if that feels nice.
what good is love?
Coming onto one side and coming up to a seated position.
And if my life is like the dust,
Opening your eyes if they're not already open. Coming back into awareness, into your room. And if there's someone around you, just sensing their presence, maybe catching their gaze if you can. If not, like me, just taking a look outside of your window. And just connecting to someone or to something outside of our current place, outside of our individual bodies. And just really for a moment, feeling that meaningful connection and the power of that connection. And just remembering that we've got the strength as individuals and as a whole society, a whole world, to get through these difficult times. Starting from cultivating the strength within. Thank you everyone for joining me again. I'd love to see you, and I can't. Love to give you all a big hug, but sending you all a virtual hug and thanking you all for joining me from England and Spain. Gracias, Ana. Te quiero muchísimo. And hopefully see you soon. Namaste, everyone.
Gracias, Charlotte.
Gracias a ti.
Hasta que Alphonse también ha venido un
Gracias,
poquito más
Charlotte.
tarde.
¡Ay! Los dos. Os quiero muchísimo.
Nosotros a ti.